as if you thought I had no business to be happy, like other people." "Oh, if you are happy. But I am surprised. Who is it?" "Guess," said Deb. "I could not. I haven't an idea. Some Englishman, of course." Deb shook her head. "European, then. Some prince or count, as big as Francie's, or bigger." Deb wrinkled a disdainful nose. "It is no use, Moll. You would not come near it in 50 tries. I'll tell you. Claud Dalzell." "What?" "The deadly enemy." This time Mrs Goldsworthy did laugh. Deb joined in. "Funny, isn't it? I feel," sarcastically, "like going into fits myself when I think of it. It is so screamingly absurd. And how it happened I can't tell you, unless it is that we are fallen into our dotage." "I suppose it must be that." "You in your dotage?" Mary mocked, with an affectionate sincerity that was grateful to her sister's ear. "You are the youngest of us all, and always will be. Do you ever look at yourself in the glass? Upright as a dart, and your pretty wavy hair, so thick, and scarcely a grey thread in it. Of course, I don't know how it may be with him. I have not seen him for such ages." "Oh, he is a perfect badger for greyness. Not that I ever saw a badger, by the way. And he walks with a stick, and has dreadful chronic things the matter with him, from eating and drinking too much all his life, and never taking enough exercise. Quite the old man. I should have called him a few months ago. But he is better now." Mrs Goldsworthy gave a little shudder, and her unsympathetic gravity returned. "I see," she sighed. "Your benevolent heart has run away with you, as usual. His infirmities appealed to your pity. You married him so that you might nurse and take care of him." "Not at all," Deb broke in warmly. "And don't you talk about his infirmities in that free and easy way. He is no more infirm than you are." "Did I say he was? That was my joke. He always was the handsomest man that I ever set eyes on, and he is the same still. No, my dear, I have not married him to take care of him, but so that he may take care of me. I'm lonely. I want somebody. I've come to the time of life when I am of no account to the young folks, not even to Bob, who would not give me a second thought if I was a poor woman. No, Molly dear, it is no use your pretending. You know it as well as I do, and quite natural too. It is the same with all of them. Nothing but money gives me importance in their eyes." "And what's money? It won't keep you warm in the winter of your days. Nothing will, except a companion that is in the same boat. That is what I want. It may be silly, but I do. Somebody to go down into the valley of the shadow with me, and he feels the same." Something in Mary's face as she stared into the fire, something in the atmosphere of the conversation, drove her into this line of self-defence. "Oh, there is no love-making and young nonsense in our case. We are not quite such idiots as that comes to. It is just that we begin to feel the cold, as it were, and are going to camp together to keep each other warm. That's all." Mary remained silent. "Well, I must go," said Deb, jumping up, as if washing her hands of a disappointing job. "The carriage must be there, and Bob will be starving for his dinner. No use asking you to join us, I know. But you must come to Redford soon, Molly, or somewhere out of this, when you feel better and able. You shall have rooms entirely to yourself, and needn't see anybody. I will come tomorrow, and you must let me talk to you about it." Mrs Goldsworthy was stooping to sweep a sprinkle of ashes out of the fender. She was like an old maid in her faddy tidiness, and when she turned, her face was working as if to repress tears. Deb caught her up, a moan bursting from her lips. "Oh, what a brute I am, when you, poor old girl, have to finish it alone. But, darling, after all, you have had the good years, a child of your own, a home. We shall get only the dregs at the bottom of the cup. So it is not so very unfair, is it?" Then Mary's pent emotion issued in a laugh. With her face on her sister's shoulder, she tried herself to silence it. "I can't help it," she apologized. "I would if I could." "Debbie, don't go. Oh, my dear, don't think I envy you. Don't go yet. I want to tell you something. I may never have another chance." "Of course I won't go. I want to stay," said Deb at once. And she stayed. The coachman was dismissed to get his meal, and instructed to telephone to Bob to do the same. The sisters had a little picnic dinner by themselves, washing up their plates and dishes in the neat kitchen, Deb insisting upon taking part in the performance, and sat long by the fireside afterwards. Fortunately, although the season was late spring, it was a cold day, for the clear red fire was the one bit of brightness to charm a visitor to that poor house. It crackled cosily, toasting their toes outstretched upon the fender bar, melting their mood to such glowing confidences as they had not exchanged since Mary was in her teens. No lamps were lighted. The widow was frugal with gas when eyes were idle. Her extravagant sister loved firelight to talk in. But for a while it seemed that Mary had nothing particular to communicate. Deb did not like to put direct questions, but again and again led the conversation in the likely direction, to find Mary avoiding it like a shying horse. She would not talk of her husband, but interested herself for an hour in the subject of Guthrie Carey, Guthrie's wife, his child, his home, discussing the matter with a calmness that made Deb forget how delicate a one it was. Then Mary had 100 questions to ask, probably on Bob's account, about the Countess, of whom she had known nothing of late years, while Deb had learned something from time to time, and could give an approximately true tale. Quite another hour was taken up with Francie's wrongs and wrongdoings, as to which Deb was more frank with this sister than she would have been with Rose. "It is no use blinking the fact," she said straight out, "that Francie is no better than she should be. I can't understand it. No Pennycuick that ever I heard of took that line before. She has a dog's life with that ruffian, no doubt. And of course the poor child never had a chance to enjoy the right thing in the right way, though that was her own fault." "I don't think," Mary broke in, "that anything is anybody's fault. That's a most dangerous heathen doctrine, my dear, but I'll admit there's something in it. Poor Francie, she was born at a disadvantage, with that fascinating face of hers set on the foundation of so light a character. She was too pretty, to start with. The pretty people get so spoiled, so filled with their own conceit, that they grow up expecting a world made on purpose for them. They grab right and left. If the plums don't fall into their mouths directly they open them, because it gets to be a sort of matter of course that they should have everything, and do exactly as they like. And the plain ones, they are born at a worse disadvantage still." "No, they are not. Look at Rose. Francie, with her gilded wretchedness, thinks Rosie's lot quite despicable. But I can tell you, Molly, she is the most utterly comfortable and contented little soul on the face of this earth. She would not change places with a queen. But Rose is not plain. Rose is the happy medium, and they